Hey y'all, we thought we'd have some Christmas fun with you. So, take a minute, go find something in your house that's jingly, like house keys or Christmas wreath earrings or like jingle bells or like a jar of peppercorns, anything that jingles. Go find something, bring it back. We're gonna do a song together. Go.
I'm Tammy Yortzek.
And I'm Jordan.
We want to make the beauty in the world, the decorations of the season, our homes with their lights and tinsel, wreaths and ribbons. We want to lighten the darkness around us, bring beauty to the stuff that wears us down. We decorate because it's a tradition, because it lifts our hearts, because it makes us feel like children again.
We light these candles as a sign of our joy and the nostalgia of the season. Not just the things that glitter and flash, but the deeper things, the beauty of the heart and of the soul, the beauty of love shared in service and hospitality. Merry Christmas!
All of heaven and all creation sing
the wonders of His love.
All of heaven and all creation sing
the wonders of His love. Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare Him room. And heaven and nature sing. And heaven and nature sing. And heaven and heaven and nature sing.
all creation sing
The wonders of His
heaven and all
love.
creation sing
The wonders of His love. He rules the world with truth and grace, and makes the nations prove the glories of His righteousness, and wonders of His love, and wonders of His love, and wonders of His
creation
love.
sing
The wonders of His
creation
love.
sing
The wonders of His
heaven and all
love.
creation sing
The wonders of His
all of heaven and all creation sing
The wonders of His love. Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare Him room. And heaven and nature sing. And heaven and nature sing. And heaven and nature sing.
What is your favorite Christmas memory from your childhood? When I was about 9 years old, I remember opening the present of the year on Christmas morning. It was a Wild West Sheriff Lego set, and I remember taking the entire morning, meticulously following the directions and putting each little piece exactly where it was supposed to go. I sat there in our living room as the warm sun shone in through the windows with the sound of a Christmas parade playing on the TV in the background. I probably even had a half-drink glass of eggnog within reach and was surrounded by candy wrappers. Now, I can't vouch for the accuracy of that memory. I remember having that Lego set. I know I had that Lego set, but those other details I can't vouch for being historically accurate. You see, one of the things about our brains is that it can only take in so much information at a time. And so as it reconstructs our memories, there's things that it leaves out. So when we come back to our memories at a later time, our brain kind of fills in those gaps with things to make those memories make sense. So that Lego set was there, but those details, those other details, might not have actually been there. And yet they're very important in the reconstruction of my memory and meaning, not only for then, but the meaning of that memory even now. You see, Christmas is not just a holiday, it is an emotionally constructed event. It holds a special place in our hearts and in our brains. We say things like, remember when, and we are ushered back into these moments filled with smells and tastes and sounds and feelings that provided significance then. But as we retell them, as we remember them, they actually provide significance and meaning now as well. The people of Israel were people of memory. They were called to remember all the great things that God had done for them in the past and have that memory impact how they acted in the present. And also they were called to have God remember them. God, remember your promises to us. Remember them in the now. Last week we read about Elizabeth and Zachariah, a faithful and yet down and out couple who were unable to have children. And yet suddenly they moved from anxiety and confusion to excitement and anticipation as they learned that God was going to send them a child. What's more, in the verses that follow, we hear that it's not just Elizabeth that's expecting a child, but her cousin Mary as well. Mary didn't waste a minute. She got up and traveled to a town in Judah in the hill country straight to Zachariah's house and greeted Elizabeth. When Elizabeth heard Mary's greeting, the baby in her womb leapt. She was filled with the Holy Spirit and sang out exuberantly, "You are so blessed among women, and the babe in your womb also blessed. And why am I so blessed that the mother of my Lord visits me? The moment the sound of your greeting entered my ears, the babe in my womb skipped like a lamb for sheer joy. Blessed among women who believe what God said, believed every word would come true." Notice that twice we are told that Elizabeth heard and felt. There was sound and there was feeling. These are some of the prime ingredients of nostalgia. Mary's story that Jesus was coming, that God was finally going to act decisively in history, was visceral and almost tangible. As she thought back to this experience with her cousin Mary, Elizabeth over the years would go back to these feelings and these sounds. When things got hard, when things felt out of reach and hopeless, she could go back to the feeling and the sound and go back to that significance and meaning and hope. So may we, in this mixed up Christmas, like Elizabeth, find ourselves wrapped up in nostalgia of Christmases past. Not so we can ignore the hard things that are happening now, but so that they can guide us through them. And may we, as we find ourselves smelling and hearing and tasting and feeling the grace of God, find in all of those senses meaning and hope and grace to get us through today.
This is my favorite ornament. It's a narwhal. I love this ornament because I love the ocean and I love narwhals. Hi, my name is Ben and this is my favorite ornament because this was a dog that lived here a long time ago, but he died. He's my favorite dog. I am Wesley, and this is my ornament, my favorite ornament, and I like it because I made it a long time ago, and I like to measure my hand to how small it was. I like decorating Christmas trees, and I like Australia because I like koalas and other animals in Australia. For our tradition, we get an ornament every year that represents what we did that year. My brother got this ornament because I got a big boy bed. And I got this ornament because I got my swing set that year. And I got this ornament because this year I had ducks in our backyard. My favorite holiday tradition is to do advent calendars because you get a new surprise every day. My favorite Christmas memory is building gingerbread houses and opening presents. The end. Goodbye. My favorite Christmas tradition is opening presents, and I love foxes that's in the woods. I love other animals that's in the woods too, but not bears. My favorite ornament is a baby riding a swan. I love it because my mom used to have it, and I love hanging on my Christmas tree. Hi, I'm Olivia Walker. Merry Christmas! Each year, my family does a gingerbread competition. Last year, we won the competition. This year, we are building a scene from the Wonderful Wizard of Oz. It's fun, and we decorate the gingerbread with frosting and candy. My brother Max helps me. We decorate the rainbow with Skittles. Happy holidays. Bye!
Hi, my name is Meg Eilers, and I'm part of the Community Connects team here at church. Over the last couple of years, our team has worked hard together to create and host events that we hope reached out to the community in new and meaningful and fun ways. You won't really be surprised to hear that our team members generally thrive on personal interaction with others, and we had all kinds of big plans at the beginning of the year for fun events that we were going to do to reach out to our neighbors and the community at large. But just like all of you, the pandemic came into our lives and all the plans for our year went away. Or they had to be significantly altered in order to fit into kind of our new state of being. It forced us to think hard about different ways to connect safely with others using methods that we hadn't even really imagined before. I know that I'm not alone when I say that connecting with others has been a struggle during these past several months. I suspect that many of us have a love-hate relationship with all the various forms of virtual electronic communications that we use on a daily basis. I'm pretty sure that many of us have grimaced, rolled our eyes, muttered less than optimal phrases, or been tempted to throw our various devices across the room when that Facebook video that we are watching is frozen for the third time, or when we get the dreaded "your internet is unstable" pop-up on our Zoom screen, or when you hear folks say, "Hey, you're on mute," just when you think that you're getting the hang of this digital communication thing. But I've also been continuously impressed with the amazing creativity I've seen in others as they try to find new ways to connect and build community in a physically distanced way. I've personally experienced the renewal of relationship with friends who I'd lost touch with simply because they didn't live close by anymore. I've been successful in having more regular family get-togethers in a virtual setting because now distance isn't a barrier to being connected. And I've had my spirits lifted by rousing virtual gaming rounds of Among Us and Kahoots with my nieces and nephews who are spread around the country. The truth is that none of those things probably would have happened without the pandemic events of 2020. One lesson I've learned over the past few months is that geography and physical proximity don't have to be a barrier to connecting with others in a meaningful way. And that includes connecting with others on Christmas Eve. Despite all the new ways of connecting with people, there are still folks out there who are feeling isolated and disconnected to each other. I bet if you think about your social network, the folks that you interact with online, you might think of someone who might be struggling or looking for new experiences or wanting to find something meaningful in this new world that we're living in. And you can personally do something about it. Invite those that you know in your social network to online Christmas Eve service with the Grove. Post an invitation on Facebook or send a private message to that person who you think might be looking for new connections. It's a simple thing to do. It only takes a few minutes of your time. The power of the internet has shown us that when geography is taken out of the equation, the opportunities for who you can positively impact become limitless. You just never know what might resonate with that one person out there on your social network. Take a chance. Invite them to online Christmas Eve service. I'll see y'all there. Merry Christmas, everyone.
All right, you guys got your jingly things? Here we go. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh, o'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtails ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Or two ago, the story I must tell. I went out in the snow and on my back I fell. A gent was riding by in a one-horse open sleigh. He laughed and there I, sprawling live, I quickly drove away. Hey!
Jingle bells,
jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
yay!
As always, we are so happy that you joined us. As a church, we seek to grow goodness. And so in this Christmas season, when you think about the Grove, We hope that you are experiencing healing, wholeness, and beauty. Now, as we go today, I'll leave you with 3 things in 1 minute, the 3 most important things for you to know this week. Number 1, Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve at the Grove is going to be so fun. We have 3 different worship options, including a storybook version at 5 o'clock. I'll be wearing a donkey hat, believe it or not. Christmas Eve is an excellent opportunity to invite new people in. Number 2, Grove groups. If you are already in a group, excellent, you're exactly where you need to be. If you are not yet in a Grove group, this is the place for you to connect and go deeper and build relationships with other people who are connected to the Grove. You can follow the link below to start to sign up. Number 3, giving. God has blessed us with so much, and giving is an opportunity to partner in the work that God is doing in and through the Grove. We're setting up new options for giving online and through some other social platforms. If you want to give today, you can follow the link below or look for new opportunities to give to the ministry going forward. Now, as we go, may you in this mixed up Christmas season look to the past, look to those senses of sound and sight and smell and taste, and remember that God is good, not only then, but now and forever. Now, as we go today, I offer you